As we age, our priorities shift. We value simplicity, health, and quality over quantity. Your kitchen, a place of nourishment and connection, should reflect that mindset. But over time, it can become cluttered with items that not only take up space, but also pose potential health risks. And many of these dangers go unnoticed. Today, I want to share actionable advice about toxic kitchen items you should declutter immediately. These aren't just my thoughts. They're echoed by countless people on various platforms. Let's dive in, shall we? Number 1. Non-stick cookware with worn coatings. Non-stick pans are a blessing for easy cooking, but as they age, the coating can flake off into your food. Most non-stick cookware is made with Teflon, which when damaged can release harmful chemicals when heated. These chemicals, such as perfluorooctanoic acid, PFOA, have been linked to health issues like thyroid problems and even cancer. I've read numerous accounts from people who experienced improved health after switching to stainless steel or cast iron cookware. Plus, these alternatives last longer and don't compromise on quality. You can replace old non-stick pans with alternatives like stainless steel, cast iron, or ceramic-coated cookware. If you're nervous about the transition, start small. For example, a friend's grandmother switched one skillet at a time and loved the difference in taste and quality. Season cast iron pans to create a natural non-stick surface, a simple step that many home cooks swear by. 2. Plastic utensils and containers. Many plastics contain BPA or other harmful chemicals that can leach into food, especially when heated. Seniors often have a collection of plasticware built up over decades, and it's easy to overlook the damage time and use have caused. Heat can warp plastic, causing cracks and uneven surfaces where bacteria can hide. A neighbor shared that after replacing her old plastic containers with glass, her soups and stews tasted fresher. She also found them easier to clean, reducing frustration with stuck-on grease. She noted that switching to silicone spatulas and bamboo utensils made her feel more eco-friendly too. You can declutter warped or stained plastic containers and replace them with glass or stainless steel alternatives. Look for containers with airtight lids for better food preservation. Use wooden or silicone utensils instead of plastic. Silicone can withstand high temperatures without degrading, making it a safer option. 3. Chipped or cracked dinnerware. Those chipped plates and mugs may hold sentimental value, but they're also harboring bacteria. Even small cracks can be a breeding ground for germs, especially in humid environments. In addition, older ceramics might contain lead-based glazes, which are unsafe for food use. If you've inherited antique dinnerware, it might be worth testing for lead before continued use. You need to say goodbye to damaged pieces and invest in a small, high-quality dinnerware set. Consider repurposing sentimental pieces. Turn that old teacup into a planter instead of keeping it in the kitchen. Opt for durable, chip-resistant dinnerware like stoneware or tempered glass, which is both functional and stylish. 4. Spices older than 5 years. Did you know spices lose their potency and nutritional benefits over time? Many seniors hold onto spice racks filled with jars from decades ago. Expired spices can also attract pests like pantry moths. One elderly woman mentioned how refreshing it felt to clean out old spices and restock them with fresh, vibrant ones. Fresh spices not only enhance flavor, but also retain their health benefits, such as antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties. Toss anything you can't remember buying. Some common culprits include ground nutmeg, paprika, and oregano. Replace your staples with smaller quantities to ensure freshness. Buy in bulk if possible, and store in airtight containers. Store them in a cool, dark place to extend their life. Avoid keeping spices above the stove where heat can accelerate spoilage. 5. Aluminum cookware. Though lightweight and affordable, aluminum pots and pans can leach into food, especially acidic dishes like tomato sauce. Long-term exposure to aluminum has been linked to health concerns, including Alzheimer's disease. While the scientific consensus isn't definitive, many people prefer to err on the side of caution. If you're still using aluminum cookware, consider upgrading to anodized aluminum, safer, or other materials like stainless steel. Many seniors recommend enamel-coated cast iron for its durability and even heating. Plus, it's visually appealing and doubles as serveware. Explore ceramic-coated options, which are both lightweight and non-toxic. 6. Outdated small appliances. That ancient toaster or coffee maker might still work, but older appliances can emit harmful chemicals and pose fire hazards. Components like rubber seals and plastic casings degrade over time, which can impact performance and safety. A gentleman once shared that his 15-year-old blender started emitting a burnt plastic smell, prompting him to replace it, and his smoothies never tasted better. Inspect appliances for wear, frayed cords, or odd smells. If it sparks joy or functionality, keep it. Otherwise, replace it. Replace outdated items with energy-efficient models, which can save money on electricity. Decluttering bulky appliances also frees up valuable counter space. Consider multifunctional devices like an Instant Pot, which can replace a slow cooker, rice cooker, and more. 7. Old non-food items. Your kitchen might be hiding expired cleaning supplies, rusty sponges, or old dishcloths, all of which can spread bacteria. Moldy or musty cleaning items can also introduce allergens into your home. A YouTube comment I once read mentioned how much brighter and cleaner a kitchen felt after tossing dingy cleaning items. Replace old sponges with silicone scrubbers or washable alternatives like bamboo cloths. Refresh your dish towels and oven mitts. Look for antimicrobial options for added hygiene. Use natural cleaners like vinegar and baking soda to reduce chemical exposure. Consider making your own cleaning sprays to save money and reduce waste. 8. Unused or duplicate gadgets. Do you really need 3 garlic presses? Or that waffle maker you haven't touched in years? Clutter can make cooking feel overwhelming and stressful. Many Reddit users swear by simplifying their kitchens to only include what they actually use. Having fewer items makes it easier to maintain cleanliness and order. Donate or sell items you haven't used in the last year. Local donation centers or online marketplaces are great options. Keep multi-purpose tools that save space, like an immersion blender instead of a bulky countertop blender. Assess your gadgets. If it's collecting dust, it's time to let it go. Remember, less is more when it comes to efficiency. 9. Rusty or dull knives. Using old, rusty, or dull knives isn't just a safety hazard. It can also ruin your cooking experience. Dull knives require more force to cut, increasing the risk of accidents, while rusty blades may introduce harmful particles into your food. One man shared how upgrading to a quality chef's knife transformed his meal prep, making it faster and more enjoyable. Sharpen your knives regularly or have them professionally sharpened. Replace heavily rusted or cheap, dull knives with high-quality stainless steel options. Invest in a magnetic strip or a proper knife block for safer storage. 10. Expired canned goods. It's easy to forget about canned goods in the back of your pantry, but expired cans can swell and leak, posing a serious health risk. Foodborne illnesses from consuming outdated canned items can be particularly hard on seniors. One gentleman highlighted how regular pantry checks helped a family reduce food waste and feel more organized. Check expiration dates and dispose of anything past its prime. Organize your pantry so older items are at the front and new purchases are stored in the back. Consider donating unopened, non-expired items you don't plan to use. 11. Dishware with faded designs. Faded patterns on dishware aren't just an aesthetic issue. Older dishes with painted designs might contain lead or other harmful substances that can leach into food, especially if the glaze is chipped or worn. This concern is especially relevant for vintage or imported items. Test vintage dishware for lead using a home testing kit if you're unsure. Replace older or damaged pieces with modern lead-free options. Opt for plain, unpainted dinnerware for peace of mind. 12. Old cutting boards. Cutting boards, especially wooden ones, can harbor bacteria in deep grooves left by knives. Plastic boards can also become scratched and stained over time, making them less hygienic. A well-maintained cutting board not only improves kitchen safety, but also elevates your cooking experience. Replace heavily scratched plastic boards and deeply grooved wooden boards. Opt for bamboo or high-quality wood boards treated with food-safe oil to prevent drying and cracking. Consider using separate boards for raw meat, vegetables, and ready-to-eat foods. 13. Old or worn-out baking sheets. Baking sheets tend to collect burnt-on grease and stains over time, which can transfer unwanted flavors to your food. Warped or rusted sheets can also affect how evenly your food cooks. One woman mentioned how replacing her baking sheets improved the results of her baked goods dramatically. Replace warped, rusted, or excessively stained baking sheets. Invest in non-toxic, non-stick options, or use parchment paper to reduce cleanup. Consider silicone baking mats for an eco-friendly alternative. 14. Outdated food processors or blenders. An old food processor or blender with dull blades or leaking parts can make meal prep more of a chore than it needs to be. Plus, older models may not be as efficient or safe as modern alternatives. Upgrading to a new appliance can make your kitchen routines faster and more enjoyable. Test your appliances for efficiency. If blending or chopping takes longer than it should, it's time for an upgrade. Replace worn-out models with energy-efficient, easy-to-clean options. Look for multifunctional appliances to save space and money. 15. Unused specialty tools. That fondue pot you bought for one special occasion or the pasta maker you haven't touched in years might just be taking up space. Specialty tools can clutter your kitchen and make it harder to find the items you actually use. Simplifying your collection can make your kitchen feel more open and functional. You can donate or sell tools you haven't used in over a year. Borrow or rent specialty tools for one-time use instead of buying them. Focus on versatile tools that can handle multiple tasks. Your kitchen should be a haven, a place that's both functional and safe. By decluttering these toxic or outdated items, you're not just freeing up space, you're investing in your health and well-being. And remember, the process doesn't have to be overwhelming. Tackle one drawer, one cupboard, or even one item at a time. I'd love to hear your stories. Have you decluttered any toxic kitchen items recently? Did it make a difference in your daily life? Let's keep the conversation going, because we're all in this together. If you found the video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need it. Hit the subscribe button for more tips on living your best life in your golden years. Take care, and thank you for watching. Decluttering your home as a senior is more than just an exercise in tidying up. It's an opportunity to simplify, lighten your mental load, and create a living space that works better for you in this chapter of your life. Let's take a walk through your home together and I'll help you pinpoint things that you might no longer need, sharing insights from people who've been in your shoes. This isn't about throwing things out for the sake of it. It's about reclaiming your space and your time. Number 1. Bulk items and stockpiles. Many seniors share that they no longer need to keep a pantry stocked as though they're preparing for a blizzard. Large packs of paper towels, bulk-sized jars of condiments, and other cost-effective purchases can take up valuable space and become burdensome to manage. But why should you declutter all these? You see, as we age, shopping habits often shift. Bulk buying made sense when you had a bustling household, but now it may lead to expired goods or wasted space. You can instead keep only what you need for the next few weeks. If the idea of running out worries you, keep a simple shopping list handy and consider delivery services. Many seniors swear by the convenience of grocery apps. 2. Excessive kitchen gadgets. Do you still use that waffle iron from 1985 or that avocado slicer you bought on a whim? Many people find that their kitchens accumulate gadgets that were rarely, if ever, used. As one gentleman once put it, if it's gathering dust, it's not earning its spot in your kitchen. Counter space is precious, and decluttering can make cooking feel less stressful and more enjoyable. You can instead keep versatile tools like a sharp knife and a sturdy cutting board. Donate specialty items to someone who might use them more. And if you really need to make waffles, your local cafe probably does a great job. 3. Old technology. Drawers full of tangled cords, outdated smartphones, and computers that haven't been turned on in a decade are common clutter culprits. These items not only take up space, but can also be a safety hazard. A YouTube commenter shared that their mom's drawer of tech fossils became a frustrating maze every time they needed a simple charger. Instead, recycle or donate functioning technology. Keep just a couple of universal chargers and properly dispose of everything else. This frees up space for simpler, more streamlined living. 4. Furniture that's no longer functional. Oversized dining tables, worn-out recliners, or extra chairs nobody uses anymore can make your home feel cramped. One senior shared their experience. I didn't realize how much furniture was more of a memory than a necessity. Holding onto pieces that no longer serve you can make it harder to navigate your space. Instead, keep pieces that are comfortable and practical. If you're worried about letting go of sentimental items, consider gifting them to family or taking photos to preserve the memory. 5. Clothing that doesn't suit your lifestyle. Do you still have suits, heels, or formal outfits that haven't been touched in years? Many seniors hold on to clothing for what-if scenarios that never happen. Not only does it free up closet space, but it's also emotionally liberating. One senior shared, "Letting go of clothes I'd never wear again helped me embrace the person I am now." Instead, keep only what fits, feels good, and aligns with your current lifestyle. Donate gently used items to someone who can truly benefit. 6. Duplicate items. Extra sets of dishes, multiple tools, or spare bedding you never use often end up sitting idle. You probably don't need 6 spatulas or 3 slow cookers. A user on a decluttering forum put it best: extras are fine until they become obstacles. You can instead keep 1 or 2 of each essential item. This makes your belongings more accessible and your storage areas less cluttered. 7. Old hobby supplies. Do you still have fabric from a sewing phase or paint from an art class you took years ago? While hobbies are wonderful, holding on to unused supplies can create guilt rather than joy. Unused hobby items can remind you of unfinished projects or neglected interests, which can feel heavy. One senior woman wrote, "Letting go of my scrapbook supplies was hard, but it felt great to give them to someone actively crafting." You can instead keep only what you're genuinely excited to use. Donate the rest to schools, community centers, or hobby groups. 8. Knickknacks and decorative items. Figurines, photo frames, and souvenirs can quickly overwhelm shelves and surfaces. Over time, they can start to feel more like clutter than meaningful memories. One senior mentioned, "When I simplified my decor, my home felt calmer and more serene." You can instead choose a few meaningful pieces to display and rotate if needed. Store or donate the rest. 9. Sentimental items with no place. This is often the hardest category to address. Letters, photos, and keepsakes from loved ones can pile up quickly. Holding on to everything can dilute the specialness of truly meaningful items. One gentleman shared his strategy. "I digitized old photos and kept just a few physical ones. It was like a weight lifted." Instead, you can select a few cherished items to keep or display. For the rest, consider creating a digital archive or gifting items to family members who might treasure them. 10. Expired medications and toiletries. Medicine cabinets often become a catch-all for half-used bottles and outdated prescriptions. Expired items not only waste space but can also be unsafe. A forum member suggested checking dates regularly. It's surprising how much you accumulate when you're not looking. Safely dispose of expired medications at a pharmacy or take-back program. Keep your essentials streamlined and organized. 11. Unused gardening tools and supplies. If you're no longer gardening regularly, tools, pots, and bags of soil might just be gathering dust in the shed. One man shared, "Letting go of my unused gardening tools freed up space and allowed me to focus on other hobbies." Keeping things you don't use can become a burden. Keep only the tools you actively use. Donate or sell the rest to someone who'll put them to good use. 12. Outdated books and magazines. Bookshelves filled with books you've already read or magazines from years ago can quickly become cluttered. Holding on to outdated reading material can make it harder to enjoy the books you truly love. One senior woman shared, "I donated my old books and now have space for the ones I really treasure." You can instead keep a small collection of favorites and donate the rest to libraries or community centers. 13. Unnecessary bathroom accessories. Extra towels, bath mats, and decorative items can make a bathroom feel crowded and harder to clean. Simplifying your bathroom setup makes it more functional and easier to maintain. One forum user noted, "Decluttering my bathroom was the easiest way to make it feel fresh." You can instead keep only the essentials and a few spares, donate or repurpose excess items. 14. Unused sports equipment. If you're no longer engaging in certain physical activities, sports equipment like tennis rackets, golf clubs, or exercise machines can take up unnecessary space. As one senior put it, "My treadmill became a very expensive clothes rack." Holding on to unused equipment can create guilt rather than inspiration. You can instead sell or donate items to someone who will use them. Focus on equipment that supports your current fitness routine. 15. Holiday decorations you don't use. Decorations for holidays you no longer celebrate or themes you've moved past can pile up over the years. Storing large boxes of unused decorations can be a hassle. A forum commenter shared, "Downsizing my holiday decor made it easier to enjoy the seasons without stress." You can consider keeping only the decorations you love and use each year. Donate the rest to thrift stores or community groups. Decluttering is not about losing things, it's about gaining freedom. By letting go of what you no longer need, you create space for what truly matters. Imagine a home where every item serves a purpose or brings you joy. That's the goal. Take it slow, tackle one area at a time, and remember, this is your space, your life, and your journey. Let's make it as beautiful and functional as you deserve. If this video was helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need it. Hit the subscribe button for more tips on living your best life in your golden years. Take care and thank you for watching.